Sure, we can start off with the Eagles and Chiefs.
All
So,
right.
what did you see from this game starting out, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, immediately my immediate reaction was it was a very defensive game. But neither quarterback. There was one point in the game, like in the third quarter. I mean, late in the third, where I think Jalen Hurts had like 60 yards passing. Patrick Mahomes had like 117. Like, I mean, it was yardage was very very tough to come by. It was a 10-10 halftime score, which it was 24 to nothing at halftime during the Super Bowl in the same matchup. So just to kind of give you a sense of how even it is, but I kind of the thing that jumped out to me that I thought Tom Brady made this point on the broadcast, and I thought it was a great point. He talked about how both defenses in the Super Bowl were actually very good. I mean, obviously we know what the Eagles defense did, but the Chiefs for large stretches of that game were actually very good defensively. The difference was the offensive miscues that they were having, and that was really the difference in the score. The Chiefs in this first half, and really for most of this game up until what happened with Travis Kelsey, they were playing a very clean offensive game, and you saw that reflected in the score. So I thought that was an interesting point, but all in all, to me, it was a great defensive game. A lot of fun.
Yeah, so the Chiefs were held to just 94, total yards, and the Eagles were held to 216 yards.
Crazy.
Mahomes I know he was pretty clean, and like that's his MO, but he is missing some like deep throws. He's 1 for 5 for 20 plus yards,
Wow.
and the one he did complete was a touchdown to Tyquan Thornton.
A little too late though at the end. I mean, that was at that point it was like you're kind of just on a prayer and a hope that you can get the ball back and go score. You're already down by you're still down by 3 points after that. So
And then the Eagles are just, getting within the 3rd and 1 or whatever and doing their awful play.
we'll talk about that in a
I
second, but
hate that play so
I
much.
I have some new thoughts on it, but to me, I mean, again, as I said previously, the Travis Kelsey miss was absolutely the turning point.
Yeah.
Uh, they had, I mean, it was gutting watching it, especially if you were me. One of my best bets were the Chiefs plus 1.5, so I was actively rooting on the Chiefs to kind of get back into it,
Mhm.
and I mean, it was 10-13, and the Chiefs are like right there. They're absolutely going to tie it. They can probably take the lead, and long, brutal, arduous drive. Every yard was earned in this game, and you get down there. Finally, you've put together a drive after it's been a long time in the game since they had, and Travis Kelsey just gets his head around a little too late, bobbles a pass, and
Right into the
Makuba,
fence.
in his second play as a pro, uh, gets the INT. Josh Simmons, though, their rookie tackle, chased him down and stopped it from being a touchdown, but it would ultimately be a touchdown anyway. So yeah, that was really tough to watch. Just as a fan of football, just seeing like all that effort not materialize.
It happens. Like
It does. It does.
it
That's football.
happens.
And you know, I will say this about the Eagles really quick before we kind of get into the tush push conversation. Their offense, obviously, I mean, as you can probably glean from the defensive struggle fest that this was, their offense was not great. And really, even on that drive after the Makuba interception, it was 3rd and 10. Like, they were not moving the ball. It was like, okay, Chiefs are about to stop them here. No harm, no foul. Like, we still got this. We're in the game. And Jalen Hurts just throws a prayer ball up to Devontae Smith. And him and McDuffie had been going back and forth all game long, and he just gets positioning on McDuffie, catches it at the goal line, and that's when it was like, oh, okay, this game is probably over.
Yeah. And then going back to your previous point about Brady talking about the defenses, I think the Chiefs we knew what their game plan was. It was going to probably be the same as it was in the Super Bowl, where if we can stop Saquon and not let him get these explosive runs and make the Eagles matriculate down the field,
Yeah.
uh, and then make it tough for them. And that's what this is the game that they were hoping for in the Super Bowl. This is kind of what the game plan was supposed to how it was supposed to look. Have the Eagles struggle and work for these yardage, but it worked for the yards that they got. But it's just it just didn't work out for them in the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for them here. But uh, are you worried about the Chiefs now that their first 0-2 start since 2014 for
Uh,
uh for the Chiefs?
I'm not. I'm not super worried about them. Their defense improved. I mean, again, like
Yes.
I know some of the Eagles' offense. I don't know. This Eagles' offense is really reminding me of what it was 2 years ago when they lost Shane Steichen and got that new coordinator, and it was like, man, this is a really rough watch. Like you're winning and you're
Oh yeah, they
making
were like
situational
handing up
plays,
or
but
whatever.
it really was the entire basis of their offense was just we just got better dudes than you, and it really I don't know like when the entire game is won because Devontae Smith gets a prayer ball and you're just able to tush push your way to second, third, and fourth in short situations. I'm I, you know I think it makes the Chiefs' job easier defensively. So maybe the Chiefs, this was not a good indication of what this Chiefs defense could be. I thought it was more promising though, but offensively, yeah, I mean, I am worried about this. I mean, Hollywood Brown ended up finishing the game, but I mean, at one point he came off the field limping in it, and I'm just like, how many receivers do they have? I mean,
Not a lot.
Xavier Worthy is probably coming back next week if I had to guess. It
I,
seems like he
they're
won't.
gonna. They need him. They need him
Yeah,
back.
I mean, it doesn't seem like he'll miss more than one more game. Just the vibes and the reporting that I'm feeling from it and getting and gleaming. But yeah, I mean, after next week, you're halfway through the Rashee Rice suspension.
Yeah.
This run game is just. I mean, you and I, we've been huge fans of Isaiah Pacheco on this podcast for years, but I think Isaiah Pacheco has definitely kind of lost a step, and I just I lack a lot of confidence in their big playability, even though that was something they want to emphasize. I mean, we're at the point now they're 0-2. This is how many they lost 2 games all of last year.
And now they're starting off the
And
season.
they've lost. I mean, it's the first time Patrick Mahomes has lost 3 straight. Like it goes on and on. I'm not worried about them in terms of like they're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to
Yeah,
be in the playoff picture.
they have earned this grace. This I know we're probably gonna hear tomorrow or tomorrow from like ESPN, first things first, and all that. Like how the Chiefs are looking and how the season is on fire. It's not. The smart people will say this team will figure it out. They've been there. They've done that. They will get this fixed. It just needs to start with they need Xavier Worthy back. Like you said, they're halfway through this Rashee Rice suspension, so I think it's going to pick up. But they still got a lot of tough games in this in this stretch, so it's going to be interesting to see. But like if a team I like can get out of this hole that I can trust is Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. They will fix this.
I mean, and it's helped by the fact the Chargers and the Raiders play tomorrow, right? So one of them is going to be 2-0. One of them is going to be 1-1. The Broncos lost a game that they should have won today, so they're 1-1. So like now you're going into next week. You're playing the Giants, which
Sunday night.
should be Sunday night. Yeah, I mean that should be a win for you.
Yeah.
If they do lose to the Giants and they're 0-3, that's when
Okay, if we lose to the Giants.
that's when we're having a different discussion.
Yeah.
That's when we're having a different discussion.
If they lose to the Giants, I will come up here and be like, I am worried.
Officially official. But it's not like the Broncos. If the Broncos had won, I'd be like, okay, they're 2-0. One of these teams tomorrow we're going to be 2-0. You're 0-2. But like, you're going to have 2 1-1 teams in this division. The Chiefs being 0-2 and 1-2-0 team. That you can overcome that. You can still, at worst, position for the wild card. And, I haven't lost faith that they can still come back and win this division. The Ravens started out 0-2 last year and still ended up winning their division by multiple games. So, but good luck to the Chiefs. And I think they'll right the ship next week. I think we'll see them get on the board and all will be well. Before we move on, some fun stats, Christian. Just some stats I came across for this game. One, Josh Simmons on that touchdown-saving tackle, big boy, 18.35 miles per hour on that tackle. That's a quick, big guy right there. So good on Josh Simmons. And then also next-gen stats, some blitz stats. So There was almost no blitzes at all in the Super Bowl last year
I mean, yeah, they were
from
getting
either
home at
team.
4.
From either team.
Oh,
The Eagles blitzed Mahomes 11 times in this game after not doing it once in the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs blitzed Jalen Hurts 16 times for 64% blitz rate on his 25 dropbacks. So a lot of blitzing. So that's
give the
fun.
ball.
Yeah.
All right, you want to talk about the controversial?
Which one is that?
But I'm tired of it. The tush push.
Oh, right. I totally forgot we were talking about the Tush Push. My bad. Yes, I do want to talk about the Tush Push really quick.
I'm so tired of this fucking
Um,
play. I'm
look,
so tired of it.
look. I don't like it, but I have always been of the mind of like, look, if only the Eagles are doing this well, like I'm not gonna take it away from the if this was something every team was doing and it was automatic, I'd be like, yeah, let's ban it. This is stupid. But the Eagles are the only one that make it automatic. Now that said, we saw this in week 1 in kind of a retrospective way, and we saw it during the game in week 2, where this play just seems impossible to officiate.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, because I know a lot of people it was ugly for TV, and it's like, I mean, yeah, but like football is football, But yes, like we're getting to the point where this thing is very hard to officiate. You have guards lining up illegally. You can't tell where the ball is.
Just bodies on top of bodies.
Bodies on bodies. Whatever
Did Jalen
happens in the
Hurts
scrums.
fumble that last? Did he fumble that last?
Yeah.
That last tush push they had. There's a replay of Eagles players look like they jumped off sides before the ball was snapped.
Yeah. I mean, and it's very much a what happens in the scrum stays in the scrum kind of thing, and it's just not. It's getting to the point where it is getting because I think tensions run so high on it now because when the Eagles line up on it, everybody knows what is about to happen, and you see these defenses getting more and more and more desperate and just doing crazier and crazier things. And the Eagles, I think, are responding to that. And so that's where you're getting like, we got to get a little bit of an edge here. We got to line up a little closer now because they're crowding, and we might have to get a little, they're getting off earlier. So I think you're just getting to a breaking point with it where it's like, this thing is just kind of becoming a mess.
Yes.
And if we can find a way to officiate this, right, where like the refs are saying you need to get here, you need to be here, and we can find a way to consistently feel like this is being officiated well, I would be fine with it. I don't know if it can be though.
But how do we officiate it when there's bodies on goddamn bodies? I don't know where the ball is. Where is the ball? How did he get that first down? I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening. No,
this is
I feel you.
This is dumb. I was with you in the beginning there too. Like, hey, the Eagles are doing it, and it seems like only the Eagles could do it. That was fine, but now we're at the point where, like, did he like that last one? He got the first down. Like I clearly saw him like move. I was like, cool. But like the other ones, I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, did he get that? Like, I don't know if he moved that inch or yard or whatever. So I've come radicalized. Ban this play. I just I'm sorry, it's a basic argument, but it is not good for TV.
I mean, and again,
being there live, I can't see it. Like
that'd be a terrible thing to see happen live at the game.
Like I'm at my couch watching the game, and I'm like, where's the ball? Did he get it?
No, I feel you. Again, like the TV arguments never appealed to me, and like, but yeah, I mean, I think I would be shocked if we don't come out of this offseason now where everybody's like, there's literally no way to officiate this. Like we have lost the plot on it. It's time. So yeah, that's where I'm at on it.